Healthy babies are worth the wait. A project of the March of Dimes. Hey, sister, you're looking good.
I don't feel so good. I feel like I've been pregnant forever.
You ready to have this over? You know, pregnancies do take 9 months.
My provider says a full-term pregnancy is 39 or 40 weeks, actually. I see now why some women want to have their babies early. I'm so uncomfortable.
Whoa, hang on there. I think I told you what my provider said.
I think people underestimate the importance of the last couple weeks of pregnancy because most babies seem to do okay, but the reality is there is an increased risk of developmental problems, of abnormal brain development, of their lungs not being ready to breathe for every week before 39 weeks. One has to keep that in mind, and again, it gets down to why would you want to take any risk to your otherwise healthy baby if you don't have to?
That's easy for him to say. He's not carrying this around with him all day. Besides, my mom can only come the week before I'm due. It's only a week. What's the worst that can happen?
In terms of the worst possible outcome would be the baby dying because it was delivered too early. That risk is very low at 38 and 39 weeks, but any week before 38 weeks, that risk goes up in a measurable fashion. And the question is, if you don't need to deliver before that time, why would you want to take any risk, even a low one, of your baby not surviving?
Oh, so what am I to do?
Begin with the end in mind, sweetie. Do you want a healthy, happy baby?
Well, duh, of course. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. I've been eating healthy foods, taking my prenatal vitamins. I don't smoke or drink, and I've been getting plenty of sleep. I haven't missed a single prenatal appointment either.
Well, if you and your baby are both healthy, then you should stick it out for at least 39 weeks.
But my sister's baby was born at 36 weeks, and he's fine.
Your sister may have had a medical reason to have her baby early. She's lucky the baby is all right, because that's not always the case. Did you know that major organs like the brain, lungs, and liver are still developing in the last few weeks of a pregnancy? You wouldn't want to take risks with his development, would you?
I didn't know babies grew so much in the last few weeks.
It's true. I learned a lot about how babies develop in my class the other day. I can tell you more if you want.
I knew I should have signed up with you. I'd love to know more. Start from the beginning.
All right, let's see what I can remember. In the first 8 weeks, all of your baby's major organs are forming, and the arms, legs, and fingers are beginning to appear. At 12 weeks, you can hear a heartbeat, and at 16 weeks, your baby can hear you. His ears are developed.
Wow, I can't believe how much you remember. Keep going.
Well, at 20 weeks, your provider can see on the ultrasound if you're having a boy or a girl, and he or she even has tiny fingernails.
Wow. I had no idea that each week was so important for development. I do know that at 28 weeks, babies can start to open their eyes. It's amazing.
Exactly. By week 35, a baby's brain weighs only 2/3 of what it will weigh at 39 weeks. That's why it's so important to wait. Remember, your due date is only an estimate. It could be off by a week or two.
In terms of our ability to estimate the due date, if one comes in for care very early, we can get a pretty good idea, but frequently we may not see a woman until halfway through the pregnancy, and then our ability to estimate that due date is plus or minus 2 weeks. So if someone came in and wanted to be delivered at 38 weeks, by our estimate, she may in fact only be 36 weeks, which would be even that much worse for the baby in terms of its lack of development.
So why do some people have to have their baby early then, like my sister?
My provider said the only reasons they'll have ladies deliver before labor starts on its own is if there are complications with the pregnancy, like high blood pressure or bleeding, or if the baby is in danger of not getting enough oxygen, or if labor doesn't start in a day or two after the mom's water breaks.
That all sounds scary. What if my provider recommends I have my baby early? Does that mean there's something wrong?
Girl, I think you should just talk to your provider about all this.
So what am I supposed to ask my provider?
If your provider recommends having your baby early, you should ask if the problem is with your health or with the baby's health.
So if you have to have your baby early, what happens?
Your provider will probably induce labor by giving you some medicine or breaking your water to make your labor begin.
Does that mean you have to have a C-section?
Inducing labor can increase the chance that you will need a C-section, but it isn't always necessary. It takes more time to heal after a C-section. You may have trouble breastfeeding right away. Babies born by C-section may have more medical problems, and once you have one, you may be more likely in future pregnancies to have a C-section.
That's serious stuff. There's a lot of things I didn't know.
Just keep asking your provider questions along the way. She knows what's up and can help you make the best decisions for you and your baby. So, waiting until at least 39 weeks doesn't sound so bad now, does it?
It doesn't. Now that I know why it's so important to wait until 39 weeks. As long as my baby and I are healthy, I'm definitely going to wait for labor to start on its own.
The March of Dimes is here for you. For more information on having a healthy pregnancy and a healthy baby, visit marchofdimes.org/pregnancy or marchofdimes.org/39 weeks. Send an email to askus@marchofdimes.org. Follow us at twitter.com/MOD Health Talk. Read our blog at newsmomsneed.marchofdimes.org. Download the free My 9 Months and Cinemama apps.